Well, hello, my magical people. On today's show, Unscripted with Amy Kruzic, this is where I'm going to find answers to questions that I'm going to ask. Okay? And my first guest is David Ellis from UCM. Yay! Come on in, David.
Hello, Amy. How are you
Hello,
going?
David. Thank you for coming on my show. I appreciate it.
Yes, I heard about your new show and everything.
Did you hear about it?
Yes,
Well, of course you did, because
from
you're
the through the grapevine.
Yes, you did. And so, let's see. I do have a question for you.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, you have time. You have time to answer it. But what is funny about this question is that I just picked it randomly out of I have a little question box.
You have a question box?
I do. I'm not always going to use it, but today I thought, why not for David? Let's pick it out of the question box. Okay?
Oh no.
You
Go
ready?
ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have an imaginary friend? If you did, what was what was their name? Sorry.
All
But
right.
that was random.
All right. I'm on the clock.
That was
All right. Yes, I admit it. I had imaginary friends. Okay. I had imaginary friends. I totally admit it. Yes, and I used to speak to them, and they were all very cute and cuddly.
Doesn't that feel good to say that? Then you had an imaginary friend.
Yeah, it got it off my chest. I feel so much better. Listen.
I feel better for you. I feel better for you. That you got it off their chest.
I had imaginary friends, and actually, I may still have imaginary friends now that I think about it. Yeah. And actually, for that matter, all of you in the spiritual community have imaginary friends. If you really think about it, y'all call them your guides. Y'all may call them whatever, right? I may call my imaginary friend Patches. You never know, okay?
Oh, yeah, you never know.
Right? But I do have imaginary friends. If you have guides and so on, they are technically imaginary friends.
Yes, they are.
No one else can see them. Well, actually, a few other people can see them. But yeah, theoretically, we may. Yeah, I had imaginary friends when I was younger. I'm going to totally admit that. It was actually very healing for me, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you are talking to entities, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Whether you call them like imaginary friends or whatever else, it gives you a sense of comfort to know that you're not alone in the world. So when I was young, I did have imaginary friends. Everybody had a security blanket or like a pillow or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a teddy?
Well, I did, but mine, you know what mine were? And, they were, I would have tea parties. I don't know if you ever had tea parties. Did you have tea parties?
No, I didn't have tea parties. What the hell?
Okay.
So, God.
I know. Ahead. So I have this doll, and I still have her, Holly Hobby. Have you ever heard of
Holly?
You
have what?
A doll. It was a doll.
You still have her?
Yeah, I do. Guess what? She has no hair now. I don't know what I did, but I don't know what I did with it. But that thing has to be, at least, I don't know, 50 years old. But I still have her. And I really
Did she bring you comfort when you were young?
Yes. I think yes, she did, because that's probably why she doesn't have any hair. Because
you cuddled the hair off of that doll's head, Amy.
So hard.
Okay, you know what? I had a special pillow myself, and I cuddled the hell out of that pillow.
Yeah.
Okay, like he would lose sponge and like whatever, but like he had a personality to me, right? And so I think when you're young, especially if you grew up in a big family like you, or right in certain spaces like me, it was important that you had sources of comfort, so to speak.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
especially if your mom was very busy or your dad was very
Mm,
busy. Whatever people that you have were nurturing were very busy with their lives. It was important to have something to actually comfort you at that point in time. Now,
I agree.
having said that, what do you say to the spiritual people who have guides to this day, telling them what to do? I was on a Lionsgate show
Yeah.
a couple of days ago. Was it a week ago? With Dale, and he's talking about his team of
Oh,
his psychic team, and I'm like, I wonder if he
hmm.
has a teddy or a pillow or a doll with no hair.
Hmm.
Right,
I wonder, Dale. Let us
Dale,
know,
Dale,
Dale.
if you're listening to this,
Yeah, let us
no
know.
judgment, bro, no
No,
judgment.
no, no, I
All
could go
right.
get my doll now if you want.
Y-
Yeah,
So you really have a doll?
I do. I
Yeah.
do. Holly Hobby. I know women out there know what I mean when I say that.
Uh-huh.
They know what Holly Hobby is.
Okay, so this, if you're thinking about the concept of like comfort as opposed to guides and so on, I think when you find yourself in times of tribulation or
Mhm.
adversity, it is very good. The mind does something very important to you. It lets you actually see into the unseen world. Because for you, I'm sure Holly Hobby was a real person, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, she would talk back with me at our tea parties. She would.
I love the fact that we're actually having this discussion
I know. I know.
for thousands of people. I love it. Right.
And
Okay. So honestly, for me, I think being able to have that internal discussion with my inverted commas guides or
mhm,
with whatever entities that bring me comfort at any point in time is actually a very important skill set to have. And I say this in all earnest because there are a lot of people all over the world that feel alone. And the truth of the matter is they're not alone. None
mm-mm.
of us are alone.
No.
So and so I'm never going to judge or knock people with, the imaginary friend bit or imaginary friends, so to speak.
No. I'm
Right?
not either because it does bring comfort. I remember her, and I mean, she has all the dirt from way back when I would drag her around, right?
You
I've
used to
never
drag Holly.
I used to drag her around with me, you know, and she would sleep with me and, she was just a comfort. I mean, we became pretty close, more close than my sisters, because she understood me, David, where my sisters were like, "Get out of the get out, get out." They didn't want me around. Holly Hobby never she was no judgment.
Yes, she was no judgment. You could tell her anything.
"You can. You can. I hate my sisters." I could no. I'm only kidding. When I was mad at them, and she understood when I said that. She knew that I didn't mean it, but
Did you ever see the movie Chucky and the movie Annabelle?
I don't like those kind of movies.
I didn't think you did. I didn't think you did.
I don't like
It casts Holly Hobby in a whole different light, doesn't it?
no.
All
I
right.
don't
I
like
hate my
those movies.
sisters. Holly Hobby will take care of it.
No. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know a little bit about Chucky, but oh my gosh, no.
Listen.
No, Holly
Okay.
Hobby, she was not possessed. She was not possessed. No, no.
Okay.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that people who have imaginary friends and they sort of embody them in the form of a pillow or teddy and so on, do you think that these creatures are possessed? That's a really good question to ask. I mean,
That's a
like what do you think? Because to be quite honest, if you're talking to these inverted commas inanimate objects and they're actually answering you and giving you good advice and so on,
yeah.
is it that the guides have possessed those creatures to talk to you or not? See?
Ooh. Well, I don't believe that mine was possessed. No, Holly wasn't possessed.
Holly was her
No.
own person.
She was. She
Hmm.
was my best friend. She still is. Oh,
How old is
besides my husband.
how old
Besides
is
my
she? Besides,
Yeah, I better put that in there besides my
if
husband.
Holly, if Holly doesn't like the husband,
I know.
sad day for him, right?
No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. I have to sage her. I sage her.
No. Is that why she's missing hair on her head?
Or maybe I put her on fire. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. I knew this show was going to be fun. I didn't know it was going to be this fun. Let me ask you a question. Okay. Where is Holly Hobby now?
She's in my bedroom. She's just sitting in a chair. I like to look at her.
Does she bring you comfort at your age right now?
Yeah, she does, because I had her since I was little, right? Like, she would probably, I'm trying to think, what would be the first thing I grab out of the house? Mm-hmm. Holly.
Isn't it funny how we breathe life into other people and things and so on? Because honestly speaking, your DNA,
is on that thing.
Yeah, your DNA, you have given her part of yourself. She's given you part of yourself. I can't say that I don't know, her atoms are all over you, your atoms are all over her. You guys are family to all intents and purposes, aren't you?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And what was funny is, like, I would think that my daughter, when she was little, would like to have her, but no, she kind of wanted to make her own little kind of imaginary friend.
And I'm sure you were relieved.
I was, because I thought, oh, she doesn't need this.
I'm just going to keep Holly Hobby to myself. Yeah.
Yeah. She probably was like, no, Mom, I'm going to make my own imaginary friend. You can keep Holly. I'm like, fine, that's okay. That's probably better. Because she has
correct.
All my DNA in there.
She has all your DNA in there. Honestly, I think that the ability to create the other, so to speak, the other person that you can speak to is one of the foundational gifts that we have as people, right?
Yeah.
Be able to separation and integration is one of the best things as a human being that you can have, because to be quite honest, sometimes it doesn't pay to be all in your head or in your body.
No, it does not. Right. No, and oh my goodness, guys. We only have 5 minutes, David. Look where we went from when I asked you about your imaginary friend. And I'm so glad you feel better now. You let it out.
I feel better. I let it out.
You let Patches come out, and now he's outed. And I appreciate you were vulnerable with me. You were vulnerable with me today. And I appreciate that.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Actually, I have no judgment where this is concerned. I don't feel anything where this is concerned, but it's good to get it off my chest and stuff like that. Thank you for the question, Amy.
Yeah, I thought you would. I'm cracking up when I saw it, because I just pulled it randomly.
And you just thought, oh, who should I invite on the show?
Oh, David! David, this is the perfect one. Perfect question for David.
Yeah, well, that question caught me off guard, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the question.
Oh, you're welcome. And how can people get a hold of you in case they want to talk to Patches?
You can get a hold of me at info@universalcitizentv.com. We have a UCM community, which we would like you guys to join. The reason being is that, well, certain social media platforms, which will remain nameless since this show is probably airing on them, right, can be very restrictive. And in our community, which is an open forum community where you can get like free resources for your business documents, and like even meditation stuff. Yeah, and take classes inside the community for free.
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys are interested, you can check us out at community.ucmtv.com, and we will add you to the community where, we can talk about guides and
imaginary friends.
And imaginary friends in the in a safe container.
This is oh yes, no judgments. This is a safe container. Maybe I should say that in the beginning, that this is a safe container with me. But I would like to leave you guys with a question. Kind of at the end, I'm going to leave you all, and you can leave it in the comments below. So what does the word shamanism mean to you? There's no right or wrong answer. It's whatever you believe it to be.
I'm going to be the first one running up in these.
Are you? Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be the first person running.
Okay. Good. All right, guys. Hey, stay magical, everyone, and see you soon.
All right, take care, guys.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Breathe and relax. Come into oneness. Come into unity, whatever that means to you in this moment. Allow distractions to fall away. And let's take a few moments to settle in, drawing our attention to the breath and simply observe any sensations associated with each inward and each outward movement.
Hello, this is Juliet Karaman van Schardenberg, and welcome to this meditation for sleep. First, I'd like to invite you to get... Hello, and welcome to this meditation. My name is Juliet Karaman van Schardenberg, and I'll be guiding you today. To prepare for this meditation, which will lead